Hello, I am back. This is Chet Julia, very Julia. I Today is gonna be a little bit of a longer one. I have so much to talk about because here's the thing, honey. Here's the thing. It ends with us. And what I mean by that, if you haven't seen the movie, is the relationship trauma, the negative relationships, the abusive relationships, the toxic relationships, even like the relationships that you're just settling for, the relationships that you're getting the bare minimum, the relationships that have no real future, the ones that you're wasting your time in, all those relationships are ending, and they're ending with you. I don't care if you are like, no, but I love him. No, but there's a future. No, but he said this and he said, no. That all ends. We don't accept the bare minimum. We don't accept losers. We don't accept dusties into our fucking lives anymore. We shouldn't have ever, but sometimes we have to live and we have to learn, and then we move on. And if you haven't gotten to the breaking point of wanting to leave someone who treats you like shit, or even if they treat you amazing, but they're not everything that you want, if you still are staying with that person and you don't have the confidence and you don't love yourself enough to leave, then you just haven't been through enough, and you need to stay until you get a gigantic wake-up call that is going to be so big, and you might have to hit an extreme rock bottom to get out of that situation, because you're addicted to that trauma, you're addicted to that feeling. You're like, no, they love me. No, they don't. No, they do not. And the biggest way for you to know if someone loves you, like really loves you, is think of, would I be doing this to them? Would I ever do this to them? If the answer is no, then they don't love you. They do not love you. And if you would do that to them, then you don't love them. And you just think that you do, because they're putting on a facade, you're putting on your blinders and not looking at anything that they're doing. And you're also putting in headphones and not listening to anything that they're saying, because the things that they are saying don't match their actions, and their actions don't match what they're saying. See what I mean here? I don't want you to have to get to the point of being at rock bottom to get the confidence and have the self-love to leave. I don't want you to have to go all the way to rock bottom. I don't want you to have to be so disrespected that you feel like absolute garbage for you to actually get up and walk out and leave. I don't want that for anybody. So once you live and once you learn and once you go through something that is bad, or a bad relationship, once you go through a bad time in a relationship, or a bad fight in a relationship that is very toxic and that doesn't feel good physically inside, that doesn't make you feel good in your mind, in your heart, in your body, please leave. Leave. Yes, it's gonna be sad in the moment. Yes, it's gonna feel like, oh my God, maybe, my world's falling apart, blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, never gonna be the same, me. When you go through stuff in life that builds character, that builds resilience, that builds strength, that's going to make you more confident. It's going to make you feel more valuable. It's going to make you love yourself more. It's going to make you have a better life. It's going to welcome room for things to come into your life that are positive and that are good for you and that are meant for you. How is the right guy supposed to come into your life if you have a man sitting there already, sitting in his seat and taking his place, except like he doesn't even show up for you in the way that he should? Do you expect the guy to come in and sit on his fucking lap? Do you expect the guy to come in and be like, this guy needs to get out and leave? No, because a guy that's actually a real man and respectful, he's waiting for you to be single, for that seat to be filled, and for you to be sitting in that fucking throne, and for him to fucking want to do things for you and treat you like an actual queen princess that you fucking are, okay? So get rid of the fucking dusties. Get rid of the fucking idiots. It ends with us. I have broken up with all of my past partners. And the reason why is because it wasn't going somewhere that I wanted it to go. First relationship I had that was serious and a long-term one, I broke up because he didn't have a lot of the things that I was looking for. I needed someone that was a little bit more deep and spiritual and intellectual. Like, I wanted to be able to sit and have long talks with someone. I wanted to like have a real relationship. Like, I feel like he was a good partner for like being there when it mattered, but like it wasn't enough. And also, I was very young. I was 18 to like 23 years old. He wasn't a bad person at all, just wasn't the right fit for me. So I left. Second relationship was from when I was 24 to 27. That relationship was the whirlwind. Oh my God, it's so romantic. There's so much passion. Our communication is amazing. He's obsessed with me. Oh my gosh, like all these things, when in reality, that person was literally just sucking the life out of me and was a fucking leech. And I was projecting my positive traits onto this person. Meanwhile, they were just reaping the benefits of getting to be with someone that was elevating their life, that was helping them see themselves for who they truly were, that was helping them build confidence, helping them build like all these things. And he knew that. And he would always tell me, I don't deserve you, but being with you makes me feel like I'm the man, blah, 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 blah. Like having you makes me feel so, because that's something we need to understand as women. When you're in a man's life, you're elevating him just by standing next to him. You're like a fucking Emmy. It's like they're walking in a room with a fucking Oscar. That's what a woman is. If a guy has a beautiful woman that's standing by his side, that's positive, that's nice, that's smiling, that's a good human, that people want to get to know, it makes him look like he has something that's of value. And not only is it you, but honey, it's only you when the person is toxic and horrible, or the person is not pulling their weight in the relationship, or the person is using you. The person is using you so badly, and they're a bum. They have no direction in life. They have no goals. Their life is stagnant. And it's just like, you don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. You need someone that's on the same wavelength as you. And it's taken me some time to not figure it out, but truly learn that you need someone that's on that same wavelength as you. If you're vibrating right here, you don't date people that are vibrating down here. You date people that are vibrating up here or similar to you. They can be a little bit higher because then that's going to give you some inspiration, right? Or you can be on the same level, but you're not going and you're not looking down. And it's not to say, oh, these people are below you and they're shitty and they're this. No, that's not what it is. It's you're supposed to be your own cheerleader in your own life. Yes, you can be a cheerleader for someone else by supporting them when they're doing something, like actually doing something, but you're not supposed to be the person that's cheering them on when they're doing nothing, cheering them on and trying to be like, no, this is who you are. You don't see what I see in you. You can be this, you can be that, giving them all these ideas, all these plans, all these life direction. No, because they're not going to want to change. They're not going to want to do it unless they actually really feel it in their heart that they want to change. They're not going to change. Do not go with someone and be with someone who you want to change things about. Waste of fucking time. And it took me a while to realize this, but once I did, I already had the self-love, I already had the confidence, I already had I already saw a lot of the value in myself, that it was easier for me to be like, bye. And I'm a Pisces, like I see the best in literally everyone. I see the best in everyone. I see what they could be. I know everything that they could do and should do to elevate their life. I'm like, oh, if you just did this and that and this, your life would be amazing. And I would see people and date people and that I would tell them that to, like, why don't you just do this? Why don't you just do that? Why don't you, like, it's like the plan just comes to me so easily. And I'm like, you could just do these things and elevate your life like this. But they don't do it because that's not them and that's not what they actually want to do. And they might listen and be like, that's such a great idea. You're so inspiring. Wow. But they don't actually want and desire that at all. They just don't. They'd rather be lazy. They'd rather sit back. They'd rather live their life the same every single day, doing the same old things, complaining about their life, complaining about where they're going in life, what they're doing. It's like, if your life isn't a constant upward, then it's stagnant. If you're not constantly moving up, then you're stagnant. And I used to think, oh, is it a problem? Because I always think in my life, this can be better, that can be better, this can be better. And it's not from a place of, oh, I lack this. It's from a place of, I just know that I can continuously get better. And why wouldn't I want to do that? Like, I'm always going to have a goal. Living in my own place, having a certain job, driving a certain car, looking a certain way physically, getting somewhere that I want to be mentally, learning about a specific skill, elevating my creative skills. Like, all these different things in life, all these different life lessons, it's a constant learning experience, and you're constantly going to get better as a person and know yourself more and feel more confident in your own skin and in yourself, where no one is going to be able to fuck with you, no one is going to be able to mess with you, and no one will be able to shake you and make you feel like you can't just get up and walk away. Because at the end of the day, you're not a bad person. Choosing you first in this life is never going to make you a bad person, because this is your life. You're in your own body. When you die, you go in your fucking grave by yourself. There's not someone that goes with you. Like, you are in that freaking casket by yourself. So live for yourself. You die alone. You're brought into this world alone. So you need to be putting yourself first, not some random man that you met on a fucking dating app, not some random man you met when you're out fucking clubbing, not some random man you don't even know. And that's something that you also need to remind yourself. Oh, I've known him for 6 months. I've known him for a year. He's the one. It's like, I get that, because I'm kind of a hopeless romantic, but it's like, no, unless you actually are really looking at the full picture, no. If there is one thing, if you sit down at 6 months or a year and you say, I love this man, I want to marry him, I want to be with this person, but you have things that you would change about their life or about the way that they are, like their characteristics, their morals, their values, or maybe where they are at in life, if you want to change things about them, then that is not the person that you want to be with, because they're not going to change those things. And you can't force someone to change things, and you can't force people to want the same things that you want, the same goals that you want, the same lifestyle that you want. You can't force people to want those things. And if you know what you want, just how I know what I want, then you need to go be with somebody who wants those same things, because then being together, it's going to make you so strong and you're going to reach those goals 2 times faster. If you end up dating below you and you're dating somebody that doesn't want the same things at all as you, or doesn't even want anything, doesn't really have a direction in life, all that's going to do is suck all your energy, all your magic, all your desire. It's going to suck all that out of you, and you're just going to become this person that is just not happy, filled with resentment towards the person that you're with, filled with, all of a sudden, you're not going to really have as many goals, as many dreams. You're not going to be as inspired. You're not going to be full of zest for life. And that is sad. And it's like, isn't life worth fucking living? Like, I feel like once you experience either a loss or like a bad breakup or like something that shakes your core, something that makes you realize that time is moving with or without you, time is going forward with or without you, people are going to continue elevating in life with or without you. That is when you realize that you only get one life, so you either are going to move forward or you're going to stay stagnant. And do not let anybody ever hold you back. Do not ever dim your shine for someone. Do not ever think, oh, this person wouldn't like me because XYZ, that they're not the person for you. If they don't support your goals and your dreams, they're not the person for you. If they put you in a bad situation, they're not the person for you. If they don't have your back, if they're not constantly just being loyal to you, being trustworthy, treating you with love and respect, remembering the little things about you, doing the things that you like that they do, if they're not having their own goals and their own life and their own aspirations and their own dreams, and they're just clinging onto you, bye. You're gonna feel such a weight lifted up off of your shoulders. You are gonna feel unstoppable. Listen to the song Unstoppable by Sia. I swear, that was my song when I broke up with my ex when I was like 27. Yeah, bye. I'm unstoppable. I only go forward. I only rise up. Same thing. Rise by Katy Perry. You will always rise, and you are unstoppable, bitch. So these are some of my things that I wanted to talk about leaving the Dusties in the 2024 year. And since it's the beginning of 2025, and I honestly have such a great feeling about this year. Last year, my mom passed away in January, and then I unfortunately got laid off from my job in September, and then I broke up with my boyfriend literally like 3 days ago. Why is it kind of... Okay, here's the thing. It is sad. It's unfortunate. But the reason why it's not that sad to me is because I know what I want and I know that I'm going to get it. And if someone's not able to give me what I want, then bye. And it doesn't need to be this big thing. It doesn't need to be this big, soppy, sad story, because to me, it's not. To me, there was love there. It was great. It was amazing. He was there in a time of my life that I really needed to just be happy. But at the end of the day, like, if someone's not pulling their weight in a relationship, then I gotta go, because the qualities that I'm looking for aren't in that person. So why would I waste their time, and why would I waste my time? Okay? Do not waste your time. It doesn't matter if they're a good person. It doesn't matter if they're nice. If they're a good person, a lot of good, nice people are out there that will actually have the qualities that you are looking for. If you're talking about a partner, and this isn't just me, like, this is people, this is friends, people on the internet, whatever. Oh, we didn't have screaming fights. We didn't have crazy fights. He never yelled at me. What? One of my good friends, she told me, I want a new partner, because she finally broke up with her toxic ex. She goes, I want to be with someone who doesn't yell at me. That was like one of her things. And I was like, that shouldn't even be something that you have to write down. But if you've dealt with someone that you've yelled at you in the past, it is something that you do think of, like, I want someone that doesn't yell at me. But it's like, it made me so sad to hear, because I'm like, the fact that someone is yelling at you is insane to me. And that is literally the lowest of low. Your partner should never yell at you. It shouldn't be hard not to yell at someone. Like, for me, it's like, is it hard for me not to yell at someone? No, because I shouldn't be yelling at someone that I love and that I'm in a relationship with. Arguing, yeah, but like scream, yelling, cussing, fighting, insults, like those types of things, that's, if someone does it to you once, bye. Yelling, screaming, fighting, insults, like making you feel like absolute shit about yourself, like, no, goodbye. That's not the energy that you want to be around. Saying someone was there for you in a time where they should have been, because this is something that I've even thought, but I don't want to break up with him. He was there for me in a time that I really needed somebody, that I really needed someone. Any partner or friend that genuinely loves you is going to be there for you. Think about it. Think about your family. Think about your friends. Think about partners that you've had in your past. Think about yourself. Anyone that loves you is going to be there for you in the tough times. And if they aren't, then they don't love you. And that doesn't mean you should stay with them. It's like, and someone else will do that again. Someone will love you again and want to be there for you again, just like your friends will, just like a new partner will, just like your family will, just like you will, because you love yourself, you want to be there for yourself. Like, if they're with you through the hard times of life, they should be, because they love you. And that's what friends and family and a partner should do. That's what a good partner should do. That's a requirement. That is not something that you even need to write down that you want, because that is the bare minimum. And that shouldn't be seen as like, oh my gosh, he was really there for me. It's like, no shit. He should be there for you. Moving on. Being shocked that someone likes to do the small things for you and feeling like you owe them for it. But before I even get into the owe them for it, being shocked that someone's doing the small things, like, he made me coffee. He carried the bags. He opened the door for me. He paid for the dinner when we went out to dinner. These things should be expected, and these things should be something that someone should do for you if you're in a relationship. If they say that they love you, then they will do the small things for you. Think about what you do for people. Think about what you do for someone that you're in a relationship with. What do you do? Oh, like, I saw this girl like posting what she bought her boyfriend for Christmas or something. And it was like a beanie, and she's like, because he gets cold, or like a sweater, and like she's like doing these things, or like just the little things that you do, honestly, just by being in his life, by giving him a safe, relaxed space, by giving him comfort, by giving him physical affection. All those things, like, other people in his life aren't doing for him. That's something that a partner would do. So think about all the little things that you do for this guy or for whoever. Him making you a cup of coffee in the morning is something that you can do yourself. Those little things don't take much effort when you love someone. They're not flipping the world upside down for you. They're not, you know what I mean? They're not doing something crazy. They're just making a cup of coffee. You can do that yourself, and you've been doing that for yourself like clockwork for however long. You get up, you make your coffee, and you're done. So someone getting up and making you a cup of coffee, like, yeah, that's nice. They're doing things for you. But don't be so like, oh my God, he's so nice. Oh my gosh, I owe him. No, you don't. That man, trust me, gets pride and happiness out of doing that for you. It's valuable to him to see you happy. It makes him feel good to be helping you. It makes him feel good to do something for you. So now you don't have to do it yourself. Guys like to feel helpful. They like to feel like they're helping. Let the man help. That's how they love you. Men love women by doing things for them. The more they do, the more helpful they feel like they are. They love you more and more and more because they love to be of service. That's how guys are. They love to be of service. So let him do those things for you. There are things men who love you should do for you. Meanwhile, in return, I wrote this as an example. You're cooking for him. You're giving him peace of mind. We give a lot. We give a lot without even realizing it. You give so much without even realizing it. Think about all the little things that you do. I bet you there's a long list. So don't be shocked and don't feel like you owe someone if they're doing things for you. Stop it. Overly exerting yourself. And this kind of goes hand in hand with the previous one. I know you're used to being independent, but it's time to receive. It's time for you to receive. Let him do everything that he wants to do for you. If he wants to do it, let him fucking do it. He gets happiness, like I said, out of doing these things for you. Don't feel like it's too much, like you owe him. And I have an example. My sister is dating someone new, and he's great. And he's offered to pick her up from where she lives because he lives like 2 hours away. So he's like, let me pick you up from where you live, drive you to where I live, hang out for the weekend, and then I'll drive you back to your place, and then I'll just drive back home after. So that would be him going 2 hours there, 2 hours back, then 2 hours there, then 2 hours back. And my sister's like, no, that's too much driving. I'll just take the train. I'll just take the train there. I'll take the train back or there. It's like, no, sit down and let him fucking take care of you. He wants to. He doesn't want you spending your money sitting on the train by yourself. I know even if you like it, it's like he doesn't want you to do that. He doesn't want to picture you. Picture if you were a guy, if you were a man, and you're dating this beautiful, lovely woman, because that's what you are, a beautiful, lovely, light, happy little woman. Like, he wants to take care of you. Can you imagine being like a man and you get the privilege of dating like this lovely woman? Do you want to imagine her spending her money for a train ticket sitting on a fucking train? No. You'd be like, I want to get in my car, I want to go pick her up, I want to make sure she's with me, she's safe, I want to get her a little coffee, she has to be a passenger seat princess, to listen to some music, have some good chats, and drive. And honestly, I even love driving, so it's like a guy like driving by himself there, it's like he gets to clear his head, listen to some music, have some fun. Like, who doesn't like that? I love a long drive. But anyways, my sister doesn't like driving very much. And it's like, let him do those things for you and I had to tell her this because it's like, he wants to do those things for you. Can you imagine if you wanted to cook dinner for the guy that you are dating? Because you're like, I want to cook him dinner. I want to cook him a nice dinner. And he goes, no, don't cook me dinner. I'm going to go buy something. Same thing. No, don't pick me up. I want to take the train. It's like, but I want to. And it's like, that's something you have to realize, but he wants to. You're not forcing anything, and don't feel like you have to do something in return because he's doing that. Oh, he picked me up, so now I have to cook for him. No, he wants to do that. He doesn't expect anything in return, and that is what love is. Love is loving someone, doing things for someone without expecting anything in return, but they should give something in return if they love you. So if you're two people that love each other, then you're both doing things for each other without expecting anything in return. That's what true love is. Okay, here's another thing. Do not think that someone will accept you for your particular circumstance. And what I mean by that, you just got divorced, you just lost someone you're grieving, you have an illness, you were laid off. Don't think that someone won't love you or like you because of your circumstance. Your circumstances are not you. There's something that you're going through, which is only going to build resilience, character, and self-love for yourself. And also it's going to build a stronger sense of self. People are always kind of going through something. There's always like something small that someone's kind of going through, or someone's working towards a goal. Like there's always something. But if you're going through something that's like, oh, I got divorced, or I'm, going through this and grieving right now, like I just lost my friend, I just lost a parent, like something like that, it's like, no one's gonna love me, no one's gonna want me, no one's gonna, that's not true. That is not true. And don't be surprised when someone still wants to be with you and pursue you during these times in your life. Don't be surprised at all. Let them be there for you. They want to be there for you. They want to help you. And you know why? Because they see the person that you are. Imagine if you met an amazing person, like has everything that you're looking for, but they just like lost someone and they're kind of sad. They just, maybe they got out of a breakup a few months ago, and I mean, if they're still sad about it, okay, maybe they should wait, but like, let's say they're not sad about it. They got over a breakup. They're like, I'm going through a divorce right now, but they do not care about that person anymore. They have long gone, like they have been through it with them. They're done, and they're going through a divorce. Which, like, I'm not going to talk to that guy because he's going through a divorce right now. Maybe. But, I mean, if he's handling it well, and if he's already been over the person, then there's no problem with talking to them. You're not going to, no, I'm not going to talk to you because you're going through something. No, you would want to be with them, and you'd want to be there for that person, and then they're going to get out of that situation, and then you get to be with that person, instead of like, no, I'm not going to talk to you, let me like wait a year or however long it's going to take for you to get out of this mess. It's like, no, that's a life circumstance, and even though it's like a tough one, and it's a hard one, and it's a serious one, it's still one that someone can also look past, because I have seen it with my own eyes. And it's just, if the person is of value and you like that person and they have a lot of characteristics that you want, you're not going to pass them up just because, oh, they just got laid off, they just did this, they just, no, you're not going to want to, you're not doing that. And I'm not saying to go fix them. I'm just saying you would still want to talk to them and see how they handle the situation. If they're handling it poorly, then now you know how they handle those situations. If they're handling it well, then now you know, wow, this person's really strong. Like this person handles tough life situations very, very well. Let someone make plans with you. Let someone make plans with you. Let the man lead. Let the man initiate. Let him make the plan. Let him set the time. Let him initiate. Let him be that man. Let him ask you the hard-hitting questions. Oh, when do you want to get married? How many kids do you want? Blah, 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 blah. And then he says what he wants. Oh, I want to get married. I want to have 2 kids. This is the lifestyle I want. That is very, very, very attractive. When someone knows what they want, that is very attractive. They're not just going along with what you want to do. They're not just picking and choosing whatever you say. They're going on what they genuinely want. Because if you don't genuinely want something and you just want it because you want to please someone else, or you just don't care, like maybe you just don't even care. You're like, I'll be happy either way. It's like, I don't want that, because then you don't have a zest for life and you have zero passion. There needs to be a passion behind what you want. Like for me, I want, and I don't even want to say want, I am going to have. Instead of saying you want, say I am going to have a husband one day. I'm going to have 2 kids. I'm going to have a house by water. I am going to have a man that treats me XYZ, that has these qualities, bing, 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 boom. I'm going to have that, because guess what? You fucking are going to have that. You are. If you don't settle, and if you don't accept just the bare minimum, then you will have that, because you will make room for that to enter your life. And don't forget it. Keep saying it. Write it down. I am going to have XYZ, and it will happen. Watch. I'm continuously doing this, especially like now I really, really, really know what I want in a person. I'm going to have that one day. Let him show you the world. Like freaking Aladdin. I can show you the world. Let him show you the world. You know how fun it is to show someone something you like? Like, you know, when you're showing someone a movie or a show that you really like and you're like excited, you're almost watching them watch the movie because you're like, this is a good part, they're gonna really like this. That's how you want a man to be with you. I want to show her new experiences. I want to show her the fucking world. Like, seriously, get on my magic carpet. Let's go. Let's go travel. Let's go here. Let's go there. You want to see this? Let's go. You want to go do this? Let's go. Like, that's what you want to be. Like, they get excited seeing you excited. They want to show you things that you've never seen. They want to provide you with new experiences that you should be receiving because you deserve it and because they love you. Someone who has a zest for life. I've said this so many times, but someone who has a zest for life. You know that TikTok trend? Oh, this tastes zesty. So stupid. So fucking stupid. Set boundaries and do not change your boundaries and do not let someone cross your boundaries at all costs. Don't change your boundaries to accept disrespect. Say that louder for the people in the back. Do not change your boundaries to accept any form of disrespect, because if you are breaking your own boundary, letting someone push it, and being like, whatever, okay, fine, he can push my boundary. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have a circumstance that I've just went through, and my boundary was, if I'm going to have someone in my life, they need to be ambitious, they need to have drive, they need to have purpose, they need to have a goal, they need to have something that they're living for, they need to have this excitement about life, they need to have a passion, they need to be like intellectually stimulating, they need to be great about honest, open communication, they need to be initiating things. And guess what? I realized this person's not really doing those things, and I've already addressed it once or maybe twice, and when it came to the third time, I'm done. And people will be shocked, like, oh, you're really like breaking up with me? You're really leaving me? It's like, yeah, because I respect myself. Was I not serious? Like, I guess I wasn't, you didn't think I was serious? Maybe because most people aren't, and most people will talk, but they won't walk the walk. Oh, I will never be with the guy that does this. And then they go date that guy, and then they're like complaining to their friend about it over and over and over again, and they don't leave him. And you're just like, you must actually really like being treated that way and really like that, because you're not walking away. And that's not cute. That's ugly. That's not cute. Don't waste time. With that, you are wasting so much of your time, it's not even funny. Have fun wasting your time. Because the year longer, the year that you're waiting, the longer, oh, just wait till this month, just wait till this day, just wait till this year, then I'll break up with him, then I'll leave. Guess what? Then that's another year off your life that you've just wasted with some idiot. That's another year of your life that you've been wasting, where somebody else could have taken their place, that's going to treat you exactly how you want to be treated, that's going to be everything that you've ever literally asked for. You could have been married already. But no, you're just now leaving that guy. Now you gotta get over him. Now you gotta get over the trauma. Now you gotta go to therapy. Like, if, depending on how bad it is. No. Come on. We are too grown up for this. And you don't want to wait till you're in your 40s, 50s, getting a divorce, and wait for that long of a time to be like, oh my God, why did I wait so long? Oh my God, if I could go back in time, You know, many people say that until you like lose someone. I feel like after I lost my mom, this was a big thing for me. Like, time is so valuable, and it really is the one thing that you cannot get back. You can get more money, you can get more friends, you can get more this, you can get more that. You can't get back time. You don't want to look back and be like, oh, when I was in my 20s, I dated this horrible guy for my whole entire 20s. It's like you wasted your 20s with a horrible, controlling idiot that was just like freeloading off of you and treating you like shit. And I'm not talking from personal experience. I'm talking about other people. Like, why are you wasting your time? Like, you really want to look back when you're in your 30s? Like, where's the fun? Your 20s are supposed to be fun. Your whole life's supposed to be fun. Like, you're supposed to be having fun and love and woohoo. Like, why do you want to be sad? Why do you want to be upset? Why do you want to be arguing? Why do you want to be angry? Why do you want to have resentment? Why do you want to be with someone who you're mad at all the time? Who you're like, why can't they just get up and like do this? Why can't they just like live this life? Why can't they just want what I want? Why can't they just, it's like, why can't they just, how about instead of that, you're looking at someone and you're like, oh my God, I'm so lucky, I'm so happy, I'm so blessed. This person is everything that I want. I'm so happy. Like, that's what you want. You want to constantly look at the person you're with and be like, wow, There's not one thing I would change about them. There's not one thing. It's going to hurt. Again, it's going to hurt when you have to leave someone. It's going to hurt. You're going to be sad. You're going to cry. You're going to be upset. But eventually it won't hurt. It's not going to hurt forever. It's going to hurt for a little bit. You might be a little sad. Let yourself cry. Let yourself watch the movies. Let yourself read the books. Let yourself pray. Listen to music. Take a bubble bath. Do a face mask. Go exercise. Go work out. Talk to friends. Surround yourself with friends and family and people that love and support you. And then guess what? You will be okay. You're going to feel invincible. You're going to feel great. You're going to feel and see all the blessings coming into your life because you've made room for them now to receive and to accept them. And you're going to be so glad that you let that person go. And you're going to be so glad that you're like, I can't believe I was going to be so tore up about that. And you'll even look back at the time of when you were stunned, I can't believe I was even sad about that. Now looking back, it's what the heck was I doing? Did I have some just blinders on and freaking headphones in with the volume turned up all the way? Because I clearly wasn't seeing or hearing anything that was going on. Listen to your intuition. If you're not an intuitive person, it's hard for me to even understand that because I'm just so intuitive. But if you're not intuitive, pray for the answers, ask the universe for the answers, and listen and see and watch. Really listen to what people say. Really watch what they do. And if they're moving weird, if they're acting weird, something's up. And don't just if you get a bad feeling, like I said, you get a bad feeling inside, you get the tinglies, you get the bad feeling in your stomach, you don't feel good, you maybe don't even want to physically be around them or even with them, something just feels weird. Something is wrong, and it's only a matter of time before you see what's wrong, but something is wrong and your body is telling you that it is wrong and that you need to go. Set your boundaries. Only talk to people and date people that are on the same frequency as you. If you don't want to switch lives with that person, if you can never see yourself living their life, ooh, you look at their life and you're like, ugh, that would never be me, then they're not for you. They're not for you. They clearly don't want to live the same life as you. They don't want the same things as you. And that's okay. They're just not for you. And you don't need to feel bad about not wanting to be with them. You don't need to feel bad about choosing yourself first. You don't need to feel bad about sticking to what you actually want. Okay? All right, so that is all I have for today. I hope that you really enjoy this video because I really enjoyed filming it and I have been having so much fun creating these videos. Just keep liking, keep subscribing, keep commenting, keep everything. I love interacting with everybody even though no one's really commented that much. But I don't give a fuck because I'm still going to make videos and I'm still going to upload. And yeah, au revoir. Love you guys. Bye.